Welcome back, everyone. I'm Jason and you're watching Jason Jensen Trains. In today's episode, we are back working on the large sci-fi G-scale layout. In today's episode, we're going to be working on building a diorama that fits all the way up top. Now, it's an L-shaped diorama, and we'll take some measurements. And what's great about this is that the whole thing can be lightweight. So we're going to be using foam core, foam, paper, construction paper, all lightweight material. All right, let's quick get some measurements and then we'll head into the workshop and start building this. So here is the newest tool in the shop. Some of you may have already seen this that follow me on Facebook. And we'll definitely go into some detail on this in an upcoming video. And we'll be using it a lot on the channel. So here's our project so far. So you can see it's L-shaped. I've used a water pitcher. It's a plastic water pitcher, and I shaved the handle off of it, turned it upside down. This is a protein shake container. This is the filter from a vacuum cleaner. Another filter from a vacuum cleaner. This is off of a light fixture. And the rest is just foam and mat board. Okay, well, as you can see, I have my gray primer all done. Now I'm going to start to paint it the actual color, which is going to be tan. So up towards the ceiling, out in the other room where this is going to be placed, the whole upper level is going to be tan. It then will go to a gray, then a dark gray, and then the bookcases that hold all of my DVDs are black. So we're basically going from black and fading it all the way up to tan. I think it's going to create a really neat effect, and also it'll give the illusion that it's actually taller than what it is. All right, well, let's get started painting this tan. Now we're going to take burnt sienna and we're going to paint the tops. All right, well, as you can see, I've gotten quite a bit done. It was a pretty late night for me. I added a bunch of detail parts that are just from broken toys. A few of them are 3D printed that I bought off of eBay. And then I have two filters here that are from fish tanks. So the parts are just from anywhere I can find them. So I rusted them using rust colors from Ammo. And then I did the streaking using a rust wash from Ammo. And then just started adding some dirt and grime with pigments. And the streaking that you see on here is dry brushed using dry brush paint from Ammo. Okay, next I'll probably take a little break from weathering, and what I have to do is build a little deck right here on the front, little platform. We'll paint and weather the staircase. I'll have to cut it so it's level. Then, like I said, we'll build our little platform and we'll add our supports. These are both from a company called Plastruck. And you can see this is the bag that the staircase came in, and it says G scale on it. And then for this one, this is the bag that it came in. So we'll get that built, put in place. We'll paint and weather it. And then I need to add wires that are draped all around this. And what I did ahead of time was all the little details that I added to this. I took a drill, and I'll show you. And I drilled holes so that all I have to do is glue wire into the hole on this, drape it, and glue it into the hole over here. Okay, so the little platform is finished, and I made I-beams out of cardboard from a Rice Krispie box and some strip wood, and then the little plastic girders that I showed you before. And then the top is plastic mesh that you buy at a fabric store. So I just glued everything together. Now I'll spray paint this, and we'll rust it up and weather it. And get it glued in place. Okay, well, as you can see, everything is painted. I even put a railing around the top. I still have to put a railing going down the side of the staircase. That railing is wire that you can bend it and shape it however you want. And I got this at Home Depot. You can buy a giant roll of it. And then for the railing going down, I have some thin plastic tubing that I'll build a railing that goes down and then paint it to match. Now all of this is just sitting there. We need to take it off, take it over to the workbench, and we'll put a wash on it and start to rust it all. Okay, so we need to tone this down some. So we're going to make a wash. We are using bittersweet chocolate. Okay, not much. Then we'll use some dirty water. We better grab a paper towel. My last paper towel. Okay, we'll make it work. Okay, now we'll let this dry, and then we'll come back with a sponge and do a couple shades of different rust. Okay, while we're waiting for that to dry, let's start to paint our railing. And we're going to use burnt sienna. And I want to do this so you can see. I'm just kind of dry brushing. Dragging it down. We're going to make this pretty rusty. We have to make sure we do both sides. Now we just have to wait for all of this to dry. Then it won't take long. It's acrylic, so it dries really fast. And then we'll go in with some more rust colors. Okay, now we'll take some medium rust. Okay, that's good for the railing. We're not doing a lot of this. I'm just sort of hitting the edges. Okay. Now we're going to grab a sponge and sponge on a dark brown. Let's go back to bittersweet chocolate. Okay, I think that is good. Hopefully you can see that well. Okay, I just turned on the light behind me, so hopefully you can see this a little better. All right, well, as you can see, I'm getting some wires strung on it. The wire that I'm using is this right here. And then for the thin wire, it's simply thread. Okay, now we're going to put some hose going from the floor all the way up to the top here. And what we're using is shoelaces. I had a piece put together here. Okay, so I'm using these prongs that will go right into the styrofoam. And let me quick grab what they are. So like I said, we're just going to go up in the corner with two laces, and we'll put those prongs right into the styrofoam to hold it in place. Okay, I just took some pigments. I use light rust pigment. And I just simply brushed on both sides of the hose. Now I'm going to use some silver. It's a dry brush paint. Oh, this paint is really thick. So I just dip my brush in it and then wipe it off on a paper towel. And we're going to dry brush right over those shoelaces. And we'll take some straight out of the bottle. We'll just put some little dots here and there. So while I've been working on this, I've been thinking about the other side. And recently, I tore apart 2 vacuum cleaners and just got tons of great parts. There's more that I'm not showing, but there's cords and hoses and just tons of detailed parts. So we take this big tower, we take that top off and put another top like that on it. Maybe we have to raise it up a little bit and put a concrete base under it. It is just endless. Here's another great container. I'll probably save this one for further on down. Let me quick show you another piece. So as you can see, we're getting some track put down, and here's the other part of the vacuum. Now this is great because I'll probably raise that up to there and then put a tube under it. And then off of all these, Just tons of wires draped to the ceiling. Here's another great part off of the vacuum cleaner. So I'm going to drill or cut a big hole that sinks into. So our water here goes into this drain. And so then we'll have to match all this and it'll come around. This will not be sitting here. Believe it or not, I'm considering cutting this in half and making this part of the train that will go up here. So it took a while, but I painted all the detail parts. And you can see I started to dirty up the wall and the ground just with some pigments from Ammo. As I'm filming this, I realized that I still have to do some weathering to that door. It's a little plain. Here is my messy work area from last night. You can see a lot of ammo product to achieve this. Okay, so here it is in place. Now, the tan color that's on there, I will be bringing that down into the storefronts on this level. And then the reddish brown up at the top, I plan to put that around here. I'll have lots of brown rusted pipes and wires underneath here. It'll just help to bring those colors down into the rest of it. Now the wire fence railing will go along here and around that. So a lot more to go on this. So I wanted to quick show you the track. So that's for the upper level train. And then I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there's track down here for the lower level. All right, well, that's all we have time for today. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, stay motivated and happy modeling, everyone.